Second graders. Today is Wednesday, May 13th, and today's problem is actually about a first grade teacher, and her name is Miss Camchero, and this is about her and paper clips. And we're going to say Miss Camchero has 145 paper clips in her box. She uses 96 of them. How many paper clips does Miss Camchero have left in the box is the question today. So we're going to hop right into our retelling. So you already know who she is, so picture her in your mind right now as Miss Camchero. She was in Union last year. And she has 145 paper clips in a box. She used 96 of them. How many paper clips does Miss Camchero have left in the box? So you can make sure that you are reading the problem so that you are able to retell it. And it does not need to be word for word, but it still needs to tell you the same things. You can't be mixing up the numbers, you can't be mixing up the person. It needs to be Miss Camchero with 145 paper clips, and she used 96. And you want to know how many paper clips she has left. So right now we're going to cover the box, and I'm going to press that pause button. So are you. You're going to retell and come back to me. Alright, great job. Let's move right on. So we're going to tell you that this is sheet number 32. I have mine out right here, and you're going to go take yours out, and we're going to reread and reread. I'm going to read that first one. You're going to pause and reread for the second one. So let's keep going. Miss Camchero has 145 paper clips in her box. She uses 96 of them. How many paper clips does Miss Camchero have left in the box? Now you're going to reread the problem to yourself and then come back to me. Okay, now that you did that, we're going to hop right into our cubes. Make sure that you have some type of pencil, pen, whatever you prefer. That's going to help you. I have my colored pen, so that's what I'm going to do it with. All right. So we're going to go with our first one of circling the key numbers and the unit. So I'm looking right in the beginning. Miss Camchero has 145 paper clips. So right there, I'm going to circle that one. And then I keep going. She used 96 of them. I see a number, but I don't see an exact unit behind it. So I'm only going to circle that number. Then that next part is underline the question. So I need to go through, look at the question. It's that entire bottom line there. So I'm going to underline that. And our last part. But what are they asking you to find? This one, I only found one word that was really useful to me. So Miss Camchero has 145 paper clips in her box. That's just telling you she has paper clips in her box. She could have put more paper clips in, taken paper clips out, dropped them on the floor. But this next part really tells you what she did with them. She used 96 of them. So this is a big part. Right there. And my paper looks just like that. Your paper should too. And then we're going to hop into, and then there's another part of Miss Camchero has, how many does she have left in the box is the question that they wanted to know. So they don't want to know how many she had in the beginning, if she lost any, how many fell on the floor. They want to know how many is still in that box. Now we're going to move on to that more or less than question. Does she have more or less than 145 paper clips left in the box? So you have this box, you have paper clips in there. She used 96 of them. Now in this box, do you still have more than 145 or less than 145 paper clips in there? I'm going to pause, you're going to tell me why, and then come back to me. All right, great job explaining. We're going to keep going. So we're going to quickly go over this before I send you off to work. So you know she started with 145 paper clips. She used 96 of them. Now you need to know how many does she have left in the box. How are you going to find that out? Well, she used 96 of them, and you're trying to figure out how much you have left. So what are you going to be doing? Again, think about it. You have a box of paper clips, and you use them, which means are they being put into your box or taken out of your box? You need to really think about what's going on. And make sure that you are completing this side before you watch my videos of how I solved it. We did this part together, so that should be done. Make sure you're doing your name, your college, and your date, because this is just standard for every school you're going to go to. You're going to still write your name and your date and your school, and everything's going to be You're just going to keep writing it. I want you to be 100% used to it because I know a couple scholars here and there forget their name. Make sure you're doing your first way, your vertical way if you can, and you have a number sentence and a word sentence all done before you watch my videos. Then when you're done with that, you can slide over to this page with me. And if you found the way that you liked that I did, that can go in here. And then here, you need to pick one of these ways to explain where did you start drawing? Why did you draw that? If I started with circles, why did you draw circles? I drew 5 circles because. I drew a box because. So this is that part where you have to explain your thinking. Because when you're up on that board with a teacher, they're the ones writing it for you. You're not the one writing. So if I'm going here, writing it on my whiteboard, you need to be able to tell me why and what I am writing. Can't go, oh, well, I drew some circles. How many circles? I drew a box. How big is the box? Did you draw a big box? Did you draw a small box? Did you draw small boxes? You need to tell us in detail. Alright, so I'm going to send you off to work. Make sure that you are completing this entire page right here before you watch my videos. And then you can watch mine and then join me at the end. See you in a little bit.
Okay, to start, we already know that Miss Quintero had 145 paper clips to begin with. And she used 96. Now they want to know how many she has left. So if she used it, you know this is going to be a subtraction problem. So first way, as usual, drawing. Going to set up my hundreds, tens, and ones. And we're going to do it where we write the top number, make sure it's the bigger number, and then we're going to write our bottom number in, and make sure that you're thinking about which one is the hundreds, which one is the tens place, which one is the ones place. Then I'm going to draw my top number, and then I'm going to cross out my bottom number. So this is 6, there's only 5 circles, can't do that. Cross this one out, bring it over, cross out 1, give 10. Then we can cross out 6 from here. So I'm going to cross out 5 and then 1 more. So that should be 9. And then we need to cross out 9, but we only have 3 left here. That's a huge problem. So we need to go here, unbundle that, so that now we have 10 more sticks because that's 100. And if we count by 10s, we only need 10 sticks. So now we're going to cross out 9. I know that if I have 10, this is 5. I cross out 4 more because I know how that 4 plus 5 is 9. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sticks left. So we should have a 49. Let's go check if we are correct. So I'm actually going to show you 2 different ways right now for the vertical way and a slightly different way, which we have not touched in a very long time, but I want to show you another way. So this is 5 minus 6, we can't do that. We need to go over to the 4, this becomes a 3, and we put that here. So now that's a 9, because 15 minus 6 is 9. Now we have a 3, we're going to cross this 1 out, that's a 0, give it to the 3. Now that's a 13, minus 9 is a 4. The other way I wanted to show you was we've done this before, where we take out 100. So I'm actually going to split this up into 100 and 45. Now why I did this was, if I add 145, this is a number bond, you get 145. But I'm actually going to subtract this one. So what is 100 minus 96? I can actually count up. 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. I needed 4 more to get to 100. So 100 minus 96 is 4. And something really cool you can do is, I remember I showed you this little kidney bean where you make it into a bean, but you add these 2 together, and that gives you 49. Ta-da! For our last method, we are going to be adding up which is actually I think it's called Think Addition. So I'm going to convert this into an addition problem because it was 145 minus 96 equals blank. So now I changed it into 96 plus blank equals 145. We are now at 96. We're trying to get to 145. So I'm trying to get to an even number, a benchmark number with zeros at the end, and my closest one, if I add 4, we get to 100. Now from 100, I want to get to 145. So I'm going to do smaller jumps and try to get to 145. So I added 10 more and I got 110. From 110, if I add 20 more, what do I get? 130. I'm really close right now. So 130, if I add 10 more, I get 140. Now from 140, all we need to do is add 5 more to get 145. Then you need to add up all the middle numbers. So I have 10, 20. So 10 plus 10 is 20. 20 plus 20 is 40. And then 5 and 4 is a 9. So you have 49.
Alright, now that you saw my videos and you completed your work, this is my complete ending. I ended with 132 minus 85 equals question mark. I know I did have an addition sentence in it, but that was because I wanted to show you a different way. And my word sentences, Miss Quintero has 45 paper clips left in the box. Great job today, and I will see you tomorrow.